The man was cheering and shouting for his girlfriend, but the next moment, he was bumped into by a stranger. Seeing that the man didn't apologize, he unconsciously looked at him for a moment, and his legs, as if not listening to him, followed the stranger. Suddenly, the scene erupted into thick smoke, and chaos broke out. When Jeff looked up, he realized that he had lost both of his legs. His expression turned to one of horror, and his hands couldn't stop trembling. Yet, he was still concerned about the people around him who were injured. He was then lifted into an ambulance by medical personnel and rushed to the hospital for emergency treatment. In order to save Jeff's life, the doctors had to amputate his legs. The next day, he woke up in pain, but he didn't have time to feel sorry for himself. He quickly asked his friend for paper and a pen. When his friend saw what he had written, his expression changed immediately. He rushed off to find the police. With Jeff's help, the police were quickly able to identify the perpetrator of the explosion. It turned out that after the stranger had bumped into him, Jeff had not only seen the man's face but also smelled gunpowder. So, he followed him. Just before the explosion, Jeff kicked the man into a corner, saving most of the people. But in doing so, he lost both of his legs. However, after the police investigation, they discovered that the perpetrator had died on the spot in the explosion. Countless victims rejoiced at his death, but even though the criminal had perished, it couldn't change the tragic price they had paid for the explosion. After a long period of recovery, Jeff was finally discharged from the hospital. His bravery and fearlessness were widely reported by the media. The public was deeply moved by his self-sacrifice, and they gave him the nickname Boston Strong.